Silence. Dread. Then, from the darkness, the Deathworlders appeared. Full stop. All engines cold. Commander Vera Kor's claws slammed the override panel. The flotilla shuddered as inertial dampers fought the sudden halt. 5 battered cruisers ground to a standstill amid the void's lethal haze. Kill non-essential power. Life support only. Black out everything else. Crew tentacles flew across consoles. Lights dimmed to emergency red. The bridge plunged into gloom, save for the faint glow of core vitals. Core's hearts pounded. The dark zone anomaly loomed on tactical, swirling entropy fields that shredded hulls and fried sensors. Their flotilla, already crippled from pirate skirmishes, had drifted too close. No time for panic. Core activated silence discipline. Mouths sealed, gestures only. Respond to my lead. The bridge crew froze, frills tucked flat. No chatter, no stray emissions. She sealed internal bulkheads with a bridge-wide hiss, compartments isolated. Containment protocols engaged. If the anomaly breached one hull, it wouldn't take the fleet. Cadet Rel Numa hunched over the scan station, eyes wide but steady. The hatchling's tentacles danced on keys probing the void. Rel's frill flickered, a priority flag. She pointed to her screen, then tapped coordinates. A moving shadow, no transponder. Core leaned in. The blotch cut through the anomaly's murk, vectoring straight for them. Too deliberate for debris. Predator? Scavenger? No options. Core punched the distress burst. Tight beam pulse coordinates scrubbed. Origin masked. Federation flotilla compromised. Dark zone incursion. Assistance critical. She deleted the ship's location log in the same motion. No trail for hunters. Silence stretched. The shadow grew. Then sensors went blind. Every display flatlined. Static snowed across view screens. Core's spines bristled. Damage report. She signed sharply. Rel shook her head, tentacles limp. No data, nothing. A low tick echoed through the deck. Then another. Hull stress? Corrosion from the anomaly's fields? Tick, tick, tick. Rhythmic now, like claws on metal. Crew frills quivered. Core forced calm. Mandibles clenched. They'd trained for this. Hold position. Wait for incoming hail. Rel signed. Frill pulsing excitement. Audio only. Human standard band. Core hesitated. Humans. Deathworlders. The galaxy's monsters. Predators from a planet that birthed nightmares. Tales flooded her mind. Crews eviscerated in friendly drills. Worlds cracked by their casual wars. Trust them in this? The tick accelerated. A bulkhead groaned. Answer it, Core signed. Priority. Survival. Rel's tentacles stabbed accept. A calm human voice filled the bridge, accented but clear via translators. Federation vessels, this is salvage lead Sato Mirik, SS Recovery. Read your burst. Stand by for tow protocols. Confirm hull integrity. Core gripped her console. ESS. Earth support ship. Deathworlder salvage team. Ear in the dark zone. Commander Vera Core commanding. She broadcast. Voice steady. Sensors blind. Hull degrading. Anomaly fields active. Your approach viable? Affirmative. Sato replied. No bravado, just fact. We're dark zone rated. Grapples deploying in 30. Prep your locks for interface. The shadow resolved on manual optics. A squat human tug, scarred and reinforced, lights piercing the haze like predator eyes. It matched velocity without thrusters, silent as a ghost. Crew murmured despite discipline. Deathworlders, someone signed. They hunt voids like this. Core silenced him with a glare. Rel, record all. Official log. The cadet nodded, optics whirring as she captured feeds. Docking clamps thudded home. Airlock cycled. Core watched the feed. Human figures in void suits, tool belts heavy, moving with predatory grace, no weapons drawn. Yet the bridge hatch chimed, admitted. Sato Merrick entered first, helmet off. Short black hair, calm brown eyes. Tool belt clinking. Behind him, a medic in scrubs, Dr. Erie Vile. A broad security type, Warden Sergeant Heldon Crow. All human. All radiating that unnatural vitality. Skin flushed, muscles coiled like earth beasts. Commander Core, Sato said, scanning the bridge with a handheld. Anomaly corrosion at 12% hull forward. We patch en route. Evac priorities? Core's frills flattened, distrust coiled. You breached our seals without codes. Explain your presence. Sato didn't flinch. Dark Zone beacon pinged us. We're quadrant salvage leads. Your flotilla's log delete was smart. Hides you from pirates. Grapples secure. We pull now. Tick-tick, a panel sparked. Crew flinched. Trust unearned. Core snapped. Deathworlder reps precede you. Casualties in joint ops. We hold our own. Sato nodded, unfazed. Pulled a welder from his belt. Understood. We're here to fix, not fight. Vale, triage station. Crow, perimeter. Dr. Vale moved to the injured console tech, tentacles limp from shock. She scanned alien physiology with a wrist pad, injecting stabilizers. Respiratory sync off by 20%, compensating. The tech's frill relaxed in seconds. Crow posted at the hatch, back straight, eyes sweeping. No aggression. Just watch. Defenses nominal, he said low. Anomaly breach risk low. Your bulkheads held well. Rel stared, recording. Adapt. Core watched Sato kneel by a sparking relay. He bypassed the fried sensor core in under a minute. Jury rigging feeds back online. Anomaly swirl reappeared, closing fast. Pull now, Sato ordered his team via comm. Thrusters fired. The flotilla lurched free, human tug hauling all 5 ships like toys. Alarms wailed anew. Secondary anomaly spike. Entropic surge inbound. A vac? Core demanded. Sato shook his head, sealing the patch. We ride it. Shields modulated. His console beeped. Human tech synced, boosting their emitters. The surge hit. All screamed. Lights flickered. Core braced. Endgame. But the flotilla held. Human shields flexed, absorbing the worst. They cleared the zone's edge in minutes. Sensors cleared. Stars returned. Sato stood, wiping hands. Clear. Dock at relay station in 2 hours. Full repairs there. Core's heart slowed. They'd done it. Treated the impossible like a checklist. No boasts. Just tools and calm. Why? She asked. You fear nothing? Sato shrugged. Dark zones, routine maintenance. Earth preps us for worse. Rel uploaded her log. Frill high. Commander, permission to annotate. Humans aren't monsters. Partners. Core paused. The crew watched. Vale finished triage. All stable. Crow logged perimeter clear. Granted. Core said. Trust, earned in action. But as they docked, a new ping hit. Pirate signatures inbound, tracking the old burst trail. Sato's eyes hardened. Crow? Defense is hot, the sergeant replied. They want to fight, we give structure. Core signaled her weapons. For once she matched their calm. The dark answered back, with human steel. Pirate corvettes decloaked on the forward scopes, engines flaring red. Oh, 3 hostiles, bearing 040, Rel barked, frill quivering. Lock-ons confirmed, they're hailing. Core slammed her claw on the weapons panel. Point defense turrets whirred to life. Manual overrides engaged. No auto responses, not with humans aboard. Arm all batteries, ignore the hail. Fire on my mark. The bridge crew tensed, scales rattling. Her flotilla, 5 battered hulls, limped toward relay station, 2 hours out. Vulnerable. The dark zone scars still smoked on their plating. Sato's voice cut through the chaos, calm as hull plating. Commander, sync our fire control. Crow's team preps breach defenses. Core's primary heart thudded. Trust them again? These Deathworlders. Negative. We hold our line. A new ping hit open channels. Human bandwidth. Raw and unencrypted. Flotilla Commander. Request docking vector for joint ops. Where do you want us parked? Rel's eyes widened. The shadow didn't attack. It asked for parking. Core froze. That voice. From the dark zone patch job. Already here? Sensors. Confirm origin. Human salvage tug Mauler class. Her TAC officer rasped. Civilian ID stamped. Approaching stern airlock. Pirates laughed over their hail. Surrender your cargoes, Xenoscrap, or we vent you. Core's claws flexed. Reject the tug? Arm the airlock guns? Her crew watched, frills low. Fear stink thickened the air. Permission granted, she snapped. Single airlock. Weapons hot on the hatch. Sato's tug latched with a magnetic thud. Airlock cycled. Core watched the feed. 5 humans in void suits, tool belts heavy. Rifles slung low, no grand entrance. Chief Engineer Sato led, scanner in hand. Warden Sergeant Crow flanked, eyes scanning corners. Dr. Woods. Eerie Vale carried med kits. 2 techs trailed. Pirate lasers slashed the void. 1 corvette raked her lead cruiser's flank. Hull alarms wailed. "Incoming!" Rel yelped. Sato strode onto the bridge like he owned it. "Status?" Kor pointed at the holotank. 3 corvettes bracketed us, demanding cargo. Sato nodded, plugging his wrist unit into her console. No questions, no boasts. Crow, boarding protocols. Vale, triage stations. Rel, feed us your sensor net. Crow moved like water. Smooth, inevitable, defenses layered. Primary arcs to your point defense. We cover blind spots. He patched in. Screens blooming with human overlays. Targeting grids sharpened. Predictive vectors bloomed. Corps TAC officer hissed. Their AI. It's learning our patterns. Beams lanced. Sato's tug, still docked, unleashed point defense fire. Drones spat from its bays, swarming the lead corvette. Not brute force. Precision bursts. 1 pirate engine flared and died. They're adapting, Rel whispered. Recorder lens active. Her frill lifted. "Commander, look! Human drones spoofing our signatures." Kor checked the feed. Yes. Decoys mimicked her flotilla's emissions. Pirates chased ghosts. "Fire!" Kor ordered. Her batteries roared. Human sync boosted yields. Shields modulated on the fly. Sato's hands danced over keys. Entropic residue from the zone, rerouting it to disrupt their cloaks. A pirate corvette flickered. Half revealed. Her cruiser nailed it. Wreckage bloomed silent in the black. 2 left. They broke pattern, flanking wide. Torpedoes inbound. Crow's voice boomed over intercoms. "All hands. Breach teams to positions." No panic. Structure holds. Crew scrambled. Corps warriors gripped spears and pulse rifles. Aliens trained for precision strikes, elegant maneuvers. Humans? They built walls from scrap. Vale appeared at a wounded engineer station. Pulse weak. Alien physiology? Frill regen cycle? She injected nanostabs. Calm under red lights. The engineer gasped. Stabilized. "You're good," he rasped. Vale shrugged. "Field triage. Earth accidents prep us." Sato wiped sweat. "Commander, your flotilla's maneuver drives. Top tier. Thread the gap. We'll cover." Kor signaled helm. Her ships danced. Tight. Synchronized. Alien grace met human grit. Pirates overshot. Torpedoes veering into the decoy swarm. Boom. Second corvette shredded. 1 remained. It charged head-on. Rams deployed. "Brace!" Kor yelled. Sato patched through. Not yet. "Crow, boarding clamps ready?" The sergeant grinned. "No teeth, just steel." They ram. We hitch a ride. The pirate loomed. Collision klaxons screamed. At the last second, Crow's team fired grapples. Human tug peeled off, yanking the corvette sideways. Kor's cruiser raked its belly. Sato's drones bored into vents. Boarding charges flashed on feeds. Crow's team breached. Rifles barked controlled bursts. Pirates screamed surrender over open comms. "Hostile neutralized," Crow reported. "Cargo secure. No casualties on our end." Silence fell. Bridge lights steadied. Rel's recorder beeped. Log sealed. Kor exhaled. Hearts synced. They'd turned pirates into salvage. Humans treated the assault like a hull breach. Checklist. Tools. Calm. "Why?" she asked Sato. "You could have run." He unplugged, tool belt clinking. "Partners, stick. Your drives saved our drones." Balance. Rel approached, frill high. "Commander." Log annotated. "Humans, not monsters." Revealed capability. Trustworthy. Crew murmured agreement. No fear now. Shock lingered but reframed. Vale packed her kit. All stable. Relay station medbay for full scans. Kor nodded. "Dock us tandem. Share the berth." Docking clamps engaged. Relay station loomed. Neutral hub. Federacy patrols inbound. Safe, but scopes pinged anew. Deeper scan from station control. Flotilla Commander Kor, stand down. Anomalous energy signatures detected on your hulls. Quarantine protocols active. Sato frowned. Zone residue? Quarantine meant isolation, scans, dissection of Deathworlder tech. Crow checked his rifle. Federacy red tape, or worse. Rel uploaded her full log. Pirate battle, human sync, transmitting evidence. Partners proven. Station-armed tractor beams. A shadow fleet ghosted in. Federacy enforcers, not patrols. Prepare for boarding. Deathworlder contamination confirmed. Core gripped her console. Humans straightened. Sato's eyes hardened again. The real fight brewed. Not pirates. Bureaucracy with teeth. And humans, calm as ever, checked their belts. Sato leaned close. Routine inspection. We handle. But Core saw the steel beneath. Never anger humans. They'd pull them through, or burn the station trying. Tractors locked. Airlocks hissed open. Enforcers poured in. Scanners whirring. Leading them, a Xeno admiral, eyes on the humans. Deathworlders. Explain your presence. Crow stepped forward, hands open, no grandstand. Salvage ops, logs, speak. The Admiral's gaze flicked to Rel's upload. Live streamed now, galaxy-wide. Hatchling cadet reframing the narrative. Core matched Sato's calm. Trust earned. Checklist time. Enforcers froze as hollows played. Dark zone rideout. Pirate takedown. Human shields flexing. Alien drives threading. Admiral spines drooped. This changes protocols. Sato shrugged. Partners, not threats. Station alarms wailed. External, pirate reinforcements. No. Worse. Zone echo. Secondary surge rippling space. Evacuate, Core ordered. Sato grinned faint. Ride it, like before. They synced again. Flotilla and tug boosted out, enforcers scrambling to follow. Surge hit, hulls groaned. But human modulation held, stars blurred past. Clear, relay station shrank behind. Admiral hailed, voice awed. Stand down quarantine, full honors, Rel beamed. Log viral, humanity fuck yeah trending. Core watched Sato wipe his hands. Treated the impossible. Pirates. Quarantine, surge like maintenance. Earth prepped them for worse. Her flotilla streamed repairs. Sato's suit thrusters pulsed blue. He hand-docked the line gun's cable into Core's flagship airlock. Dead silence gripped the bridge. No hail. No demands. Core's claws tightened on her command chair. Seal breach imminent. Cadet Numa, record all. Security to airlock Delta. Her voice cracked the void. Flotilla logs screamed failure, drives fried, hull cracking from the dark zone's warp echoes. They drifted helpless into the anomaly, a tear in space that shredded fleets. Humans offered tote. Deathworlders, predators from a world that birthed nightmares. Trust them? Her training screamed no. Airlock hissed, equalized. Inner door ground open. A figure stepped through first. Warden Sergeant Halden Crow. Broad-shouldered and reinforced vac suit, helmet retracted. He scanned the dim corridor, then holstered his sidearm in plain view. Grip up, no twitch. Core's security team leveled pulse rifles. Halt! Identify! Crow raised empty hands, palms out. Salvage team, Earth Marine Corps Auxiliary. Chief Engineer Sato Mirek lead. His voice filtered calm through translator. No growl. No threat display. Core punched her scanner console. Contamination sweep launched. Drones buzzed from vents, sampling air, suit seals, exposed skin. Results flashed green. No toxins. No plagues. Improvised tools only. Multi-welders, nanospools, grav clamps jury-rigged from scrap. Humans carried fixes, not fangs. Sato floated in behind Crow. Compact build, tool belt heavy. He maglocked boots to deck and pulled his HUD monocle. No salute, no speech. Hollows projected from his gauntlet, 3 failing systems marked red. Primary drive coil. Hull integrity at auxiliary bays. Life support recyclers choking on anomaly particles.
Teams, Sato said.
Accent clipped, efficient. Crow, secure perimeter and patch bay 3. Medic veil. Triage med deck overflow. Rel. Core's warning speech cut midway. She'd opened mouth for protocols, quarantines, Deathworlder edicts. Words died. He assigned before she finished. Her crew gaped. Hatchling Cadet Rel Numa's recorder orb hovered, capturing every beat. Live feed to Galactic Relay. Her orders, Commander Core. Sato met her multifaceted eyes. Level. We ride the anomaly out. Your navigator's plot vectors. We fix the ride. Distrust boiled in Core's vents. Deathworlders ate their week. Stories flooded xenonets. Humans swam atmospheres toxic to steel, laughed at quakes that pulverized moons. Her flotilla, precision traders from serene core worlds, feared them, yet here they docked silent, holstered fast, scanned clean. Prove it. Core snapped. One wrong move. Sato nodded once. Watch. He slapped a grav clamp to the nearest panel. Deck shuddered. Anomaly warp tugged harder, reality fraying at edges. Lights flickered. Crew yelped. Crew moved. He waved off her security, non-threatening sweep of arm, then knelt at Bay 3 access, pulse rifle fire-scarred bulkhead. He unpacked a plasma torch, sliced clean, no waste heat, packed nanofoam into cracks, sealed, tested pressure. Green. Eerie Vale hustled past, kit slung low. Alien Junior Medtech clutched a convulsing crewman, dark zone flux frying nerves. Stabilize! Core barked. Vale dropped beside him. Scanner beeped. Hybrid neuroblock. Your bio's got redundance we lack. She injected from a belt vial, calibrated on the fly. Crewman gasped. Stabilized. Vale nodded to the medtech. Your turn. Show me pressure points. Collaboration. No takeover. Rel Numa edged closer, orb whirring. Young spines quivered excitement. Commander! There? Not conquering. Core silenced her with a glare, but scans lied not. Sato crawled into drive coil access now. Sparks flew. Her chief engineer, grizzled Tormac, patched in. Human coils quantum locked. Anomaly feedback. Threaded manual. Sato handed a spool gun. Your hands finer for microweave. Mine brute the anchors. Tormac hesitated, accepted. They worked tandem. Human strength pinned warped struts. Alien precision laced filaments. Coil hummed alive. Anomaly surged. Deck bucked. Alarms wailed. Impact in 60, Navigator yelled. Boost, Sato called from the pit. No panic. Crow braced the bridge door. Shielding techs. Vale strapped patients. Rel uploaded prelims. Humans docking silent. Tools only. Competence confirmed. Core gripped rails. Trust or die. Navigators, align on human tug vectors. All ships sink. Flotilla shuddered. Human tugs, hulking, scarred brutes. Locked tractors. Pull initiated. Warp tear clawed back. Hull groaned, but coils held. Recyclers spun pure. Bays sealed. They punched through. Stars snapped normal. Cheers erupted. Core exhaled vents. Sato emerged, wiping gel from hands. Routine maintenance. Dark zones hit Earthyards weekly. Routine. Her world froze at such threats. Rel beamed. Log streaming, views, spiking. Deathworlders as saviors, trending. Security lowered rifles. Crow nodded to them. Good hold. Perimeter clear, but sensors pinged. Pirates. Scavengers drawn to distress beacons. 5 corvettes. Guns hot. Incoming hostiles, Core barked. Sato checked belt. Calm, we handle. Crow unholstered. Not aggressive. Planned. Defensive pattern. Your gunners lead precision fire. We shield flanks. Pirates swarmed. Lasers lanced. Core's flotilla danced. Alien finesse evading. Human tugs absorbed hits. Hulls shrugging plasma like rain. Crow coordinated from her bridge aux. Flank 2, suppress, no pursuit. Conserve power. 1 corvette, breached. Boarding pods launched. Crow met them at airlock. Stun baton cracked visors. Disarmed without kills. Yield, he growled. Pirates dropped. Vale patched wounded raiders mid-fight. Even enemies, methodical. Sato modulated drives through the melee. Zone echo incoming, secondary surge. Ride it, Core's spines stiffened. Echoes doubled tiers, shredded armadas. Trust the checklist, Sato said. They synced. Flotilla tucked into tugwakes. Surge hit. Space rippled. Hulls flexed, but human dampers hummed. Alien navs threaded the waves, clear. Pirates scattered. Tugs, scarred but whole. Relay station loomed. Quarantine beacons flashed. Enforcers inbound. Xeno Admiral leading. Tractors locked. Airlocks hissed. Enforcers poured aboard. Scanners whirring. Admiral's eyes locked on humans. Deathworlders, explain presence. Crow stepped forward, hands open. Salvage ops, logs speak. Admiral's spines flicked to Rel's orb. Upload viral now. Galaxy-wide, dark zone rideout, pirate takedown, human shields flexing. Alien drives threading, spines drooped. This changes protocols. Sato shrugged. Partners. Not threats. Alarms wailed. External. Zone echo remnant? No. Pirates reinforced. Worse. Evacuate, Core ordered, Sato's faint grin. Ride it. Like before. They synced again. Flotilla and tugs boosted out. Enforcers scrambled after. Surge slammed. Hulls groaned. Human modulation held. Stars blurred. Clear. Station shrank behind. Admiral hailed. Awed. Quarantine lifted. Full honors. Rel beamed. HFY trending core wide. Core watched Sato wipe hands. Treated impossible. Dark zone. Pirates. Quarantine. Like maintenance. Earth prepped them for worse. Her flotilla streamed repairs. But whispers spread. Never anger humans. They pulled you through. Sensors pinged new. Fringe signal. Unknown fleet massing. Earth marked heavies. Response to the viral log. Core's claws flexed. Partners now. What checklist came next? Alien medics froze mid-scan, their manipulators hovering over the groaning wounded. Dr. Erie Violet pushed past. Human hands already counting heartbeats on a gurgling crewman's neck vents. Pulse erratic. Tracheal sac likely ruptured. Clear the bay. Commander Vera Core gripped the triage bulkhead, her spines rigid. The storage bay reeked of ruptured coolant packs and spilled nutrient slurry. Her flotilla's survivors sprawled across the deck. Dozens felled by the dark zone surge's final ripple. Hull breaches sealed, pirates routed. But this? Internal hemorrhaging from flexing spines and sacks. Hermetics clustered uselessly, protocols demanding isolation from Deathworlder contaminants. Vale didn't wait. She yanked cargo crates aside with a portable lifter, her movements precise, unhurried. In minutes the bay transformed, lanes marked by glowing tape, priority tags slapped on limbs. Red for high bleed risk, those with venting sacs. Yellow for fractures, green for shock stabilization. Core's lead medic, Sub-Officer Tyr, bristled. Human! Quarantine breach. No cross-species intervention without Galactic Health Accord clearance. Vale taped a final label, red, on a hatchling engineer's twitching form. She straightened, eyes calm behind her visor. Bleed out in 7 minutes. Your Accord delays kill. Patch incoming. Core's claws clicked against her console. Trust the Deathworlder? Tales flooded her neural feed. Humans shattering bones for sport. Atmospheres laced with lightning. Oceans boiling life. Yet Sato's tugs had pulled them through the anomaly. Crow's enforcers scattered pirates without a shot fired. Partners, Rel called them. Her spines itched. Sub-Officer Tyr. Block access. No unvetted procedures. Tyr's team formed a cordon, scanners raised. Vale pulled a data slate from her belt. Shared protocols. Your species sac rupture index matches our vascular models. 85% overlap. Uploading patches now. The slate pinged acceptance. Tyra's manipulators faltered as alien glyphs synced with human triage algorithms. This verifies? Verified in 3 wars, 2 pandemics. Vale knelt by the first red tag, a ventral engineer clutching his throat vents. Blood-flecked foam bubbled from the sac rupture. Vale's gloved fingers probed, then withdrew a pressure cuff from her kit. Flexible alloy weave, auto-sealing. She cinched it around the sac's base, inflating with a hiss. Hold breath equivalent, polymer sealant next. The engineer wheezed, eyes wide. Vale squeezed a tube of clear gel painting the tier. It hardened in seconds, translucent seal gleaming under lights. Heartbeat monitor beeped steady. Color returned to his vents. Core leaned closer, her own sacs tightening in echo pain. Human hands, blunt, calloused, worked like extensions of the tools. No flourish, no chance, just checklist. Cuff, seal, monitor. Hatchling Cadet Rel Numa hovered at the lane's edge, his record orb whirring despite Kor's earlier comms ban. The young officer's spines quivered with awe. Commander? Permission to document? For training vids. Negative, Cadet. Comms lockdown until enforcers clear us. Kor's voice sharpened. Viral logs already spread. Rel's Dark Zone upload. Trending galaxy-wide. HFY hashtags spiking. But leaks now risked torrenting flags. Rel didn't lower the orb. His lens captured Vale moving to the next. A navigator with bilateral fractures. Sacs leaking slower. Vale labeled. Cuffed. Sealed. Stable. Next read. Tiri's cordon parted without order. Her medics shadowed Vale now, mimicking the cuff technique on a yellow tag. Human. Doctor, your yield rate? Vale glanced up, wiping sealant residue. 92% in field trials. Adjust pressure for your density. 0.8 bars max. She handed over a spare cuff. Tur nodded, spines relaxing. Kor's console chimed, casualty count dropping. 40% stabilized. Her flotilla's bays hummed with hybrid teams now. Sato's voice crackled over intership. Engineering sync confirmed. Dampers recalibrated for next fringe ping. Crows got perimeter. Fringe ping, Kor's spines snapped straight. The unknown fleet. Earth heavies massing. Response to Rel's viral, or pirates calling reinforcements. Status, Chief Engineer? Sato's reply stayed flat. Routine. Tugs prepped for tow if needed. Your medbay's priority. Routine. Kor stared at Vale, who triaged a third sac rupture, polymer seal bubbling into place. Human normalcy amid their flotilla's panic. Deathworlders treated lethal anomalies like bent conduits. Rel's orb beeped. Transmission live. Cadet, Kor lunged, claws snagging his harness. Comms ban. Too late, Commander. Rel's eyes gleamed, pushed to every deck, and Coronet relay. Human triage saves flotilla. Spines will drop galaxy-wide. Kor released him, fury cooling to calculation. Screens flickered, crew chatter exploding. Cheers from engine decks, medics forwarding the feed. Viral metrics surged past the Dark Zone log. Warden Sergeant Heldon Crow ducked through the hatch, his armored frame filling the lane. Perimeter secure, enforcers docking, admirals hail incoming. Your call on boarding protocols. Kor flexed her claws. Trust extended. Full access. Sato's checklist. Vale's triage. Integrate. Crow nodded once. No smirk. He waved his team in. Disciplined sweeps. Scanners aiding Tyr's crew. No dominance. Just capability layered. Vale finished her lane. Hands clean. All reds green. Your medics handle yellows? Tyra bowed spines. Affirmative, Doctor. Protocols updated. Alarms trilled. External docks sealing. Admiral's voice boomed over speakers. Flotilla Commander Kor, stand by for inspection. Viral logs reviewed. Deathworlder presence. Provisionally allied. Kor's spines drooped in relief. She watched Rel sink his orb to the Admiral's feed. Hatchlings reframing spread. Monsters to partners. Humans didn't grandstand. They checked boxes. Surge. Pirates. Triage fleet response. Sato appeared at the bay hatch. Tool belt slung low. Med bays clear. French signal sharpening. Earth heavies inbound. Marked friendly. Pirates vectoring retry. Tug sink? Kor met his gaze. No fear in those eyes. Just next step. Sink. Pull us through. Sato wiped his hands. On it. Consoles lit as tugs locked. Boosters thrummed. Kor gripped her station. Spine steady. Her crew moved with new rhythm. Alien precision threading human dampers. Screens showed the massing fleet. Earth cruisers, fangs bared but leashed. Pirate signatures blinked. Reinforced, closing fast. Admiral's enforcers flanked, but Dark Zone echoes warped their navs. Sato's voice cut clean. Modulation live. Ride the ripple. Space twisted. Hulls flexed. Kor's medics manned stations. Vale patching a final green tag. Rel's orb captured it all. Surge hit. Stars smeared. Human dampers hummed steady. Alien navs pierced the waves. Clear. Pirates scattered. Wrecks blooming. Earth heavies loomed. Tractors extending. Not to seize, but escort. Admiral hailed again. Spines audible in her tone. Protocols rewritten. Humanity. Fuck yeah. Kor's claws unflexed. Whispers echoed decks. Never anger humans. They pull you through. Sensors pinged sharper. Beyond the heavies, a new shadow. Galactic core relay? Or something worse? Drawn by the virals? Sato shrugged over comms. Checklist ready. Her flotilla boosted forward. Partners locked. What impossible came next? Sensors screamed. Commander Vera Kor's spines snapped erect as the main console lit with converging mass signatures. Pirate remnants, dozens strong, flanked by dark zone distortions. The new shadow ahead pulsed, birthing tendrils of warped gravity. Undock now, Kor barked. Full separation from tugs. Evasive pattern delta. 7. Her bridge crew froze for a heartbeat. Cadet Rel Numa's recording orb whirred, capturing the chaos. Engineering feeds showed human tugs straining against the pull. Acknowledged. Chief Engineer Sato Merrick's voice crackled over comms. No panic, just tools clinking, releasing clamps. Seconds. Kor's claws dug into her station. The flotilla shuddered as magnetic locks disengaged. Boosters fired in ragged bursts. Her ships, still limping from the anomaly, lurched free. Pirate signatures tightened their net. Dark zone echoes warped their vectors, but they pressed. The shadow ahead yawned wider, a maw of gravitational shear. Incoming fire! Navigation officer hissed. Shields buckled under plasma lances. Kor's flotilla rattled. A corvette vented atmosphere. Human input, Rel whispered, orb hovering. Kor hesitated. Deathworlders, taught as monsters, but they'd pulled them through. Virals, bridge, patch, Warden Sergeant Crow to tactical. Crow's face filled her split screen. Human eyes scanned data streams like routine logs. Vectors mapped Commander. Pirates boxing us from grid 4. 7. Shadows spawning micro-singularities. Lethal in 10 minutes. Reposition behind debris cluster at bearing 190 to Mark 45. Cover buys us evasion. Her officers exchanged glances. Spines quivered. Debris field? Too risky for their precision drives. Do it, Kor ordered. Calm complied. Thrusters whined. Flotilla veered hard, scraping past shattered hulks. Pirate shots glanced off wreckage. Crow nodded once. Good. Security teams on internal hatches. No boarding without my say. Kor watched feeds. Human Marines. Crow's squad. Sealed bulkheads with casual efficiency. No barked orders, just checklists on wrist pads. Sato's voice cut in. Power reroute needed. Engines at 42%. Give me access to aux bays. Kor's chief engineer balked. Human mods untested on our grids. Test now or drift into the shadow, Kor snapped. Authorized. Sato, you're led. Silence gripped the bridge. Rel's orb bobbed closer, lenses wide. Sato didn't respond with words. Action cam showed him in the engineering bay. Tool belt slung low. He hefted a plasma welder. Sparks flew as he fused alien conduits to a jury-rigged capacitor bank. Human salvage scraps melded seamless. Bank charging, Sato said flatly. Rerouting surge to engines. Brace for spike. Kor's spines tingled. Her crew's eyes locked on the feed. Human hands moved like they patched hull breaches daily. No flourish. Just weld, clamp, test. Engines roared back to life. Flotilla surged behind full cover. Pirates overshot, slamming into debris. They're adapting, Tactical warned. Shadow tendrils probing our position. Kor gripped her console. The void showed teeth now. Gravity whips lashing out, crumpling a pirate scout. Anomalies bloomed, swallowing wreckage whole. Crow's voice steadied the channel. Defensive grid up. Dr. Vale? Med bays on standby? Green across boards? Doctor? Irie Vale replied. Human medic's tone matched Sato's. Board efficiency. Alien triage protocols synced. Stabilizing your wounded corvette crew now. Kor checked vitals. Her injured, multi-species. Stabilized under Valley's field expedients. No grand promises. Just injectors and seals. Pirates regrouped. Mass signatures swelled. Dark Zone fed them false echoes, but they closed. They're too many, Rel murmured. Commander, the Shadow? Options? Kor demanded. Crow overlaid a hollow. Read the debris. Sato's boost gives us window. My team covers flanks. Your navs handle the fine weave. Precision aliens facing Deathworlder improvisation. Rel stepped forward. It worked before. Trust the checklist. Core met her cadet's gaze, young spines firm. Orb, still recording. For the archives, for the galaxy. Execute, Core said. Human command input full green. Bridge snapped to motion. Alien precision meshed with human dampers. Consoles hummed. Sato's capacitors thrummed. Power flooded engines. Flotilla danced through debris like a needle in storm winds. Pirate lances scorched past. One grazed a frigate. Alarms wailed. Crow's Marines repelled boarders at airlocks. Disciplined fire. Dangerous, but measured. No cruelty. Just containment. Borders down, Crow reported. All secure. Core's heart, alien equivalent, pounded. Screens showed the shadows maw. Tendrils whipped closer, shearing a pirate cruiser in half. Wrecks ignited silent blooms. Ripple incoming, Sato warned. Modulation holding. Punch through. They dove. Gravity clawed hulls. Alarms peaked. Rel's orb captured Core's steady spines, her command. Clear space beckoned. Pirates faltered, caught in the sheer. Earth heavies loomed on long range, fangs ready. Core exhaled. Status? All green, Sato said. Next checklist? Whispers rippled decks. Humans didn't conquer, they pulled through. But sensors pinged anew. The shadow birthed something massive. Core relay? No predator signatures. Ancient and hungry. Drawn by the fight. Pirates scattered toward it. Crow's voice sharpened. New player. Dig. Hostile to all. Vectors updating. Core's claws flexed. Void's teeth bared fully. Humans moved faster. Sato's welder sparked already. Crow's maps spun. Rel grinned, orb whirring. Partners. The flotilla boosted. Into the teeth. Core authorized deeper sinks. Her crew followed. No hesitation now. Sato patched through. Capacitor bank scaling. Engine overclock prepped. Crow locked eyes on screen. Defenses layered. Veil shifting teams forward. Doctor, Veil's med drone zipped past cams, loaded for alien shocks. Pirates fed the beast first. Screams echoed on open channels. Core watched the predator emerge. Colossal tendrils coiling light years. Dark zone spawn. Legend made real. Impossible. Tactical breathed. Noted, Sato replied. Welding bypass. Humans treated it like maintenance. Core's flotilla threaded their wake. Rel uploaded prelim footage. Reframing. Deathworlders to allies. Views spiked galaxy-wide. The beast turned. Sensors maxed. Crow. Cover assigned. Move. They plunged back in. Human speed blurred the line. Core gripped tight. Trust. Locked. Survival rode their checklists. Deeper alarms wailed. Beast's wake hit. Hulls groaned. Sato's voice cut clean. Hold pattern. Surge in 5. Pirates vaporized ahead. Beast loomed. Earth heavies closed from afar but too slow. Core's spines locked. Her call. Full commit, she ordered. Follow the Deathworlders. Flotilla surged. Into the maw's heart. Humans led. Faster, unfazed. The void howled. They punched back. Rel's orb caught the bloom. Capability raw, humble, total. Never anger them. They rewrite the impossible. But the beast struck. Tendril lashed. Flotilla spun. Sato welded mid-chaos. Reroute live. Crow sealed breaches. Parameter hold. Veil triaged screams. Stable, Core commanded through it. Alien steel, human fire. They emerged. Beast recoiled. Wounded by combined fire. Heavies arrived. Tractors locked. Not Seas escort. Admirals hail. Clear. Protocols evolved. Core unflexed. Crew cheered. Quiet. Earned. Sensors cleared. But echoes lingered. Dark zone hungry still. Sato wiped hands. Checklist done. What's next? Rel beamed. Public drop. Humans pull through. Galaxy would see. Fear thawed. The flotilla boosted home. Partners forged. Yet pings whispered. More shadows stirred. Humans shrugged. Tools ready. Core smiled spines. Ready too. Explosions rocked the void. Pirate cutters swarmed the flotilla's flank. Vera Core slammed her console. Gunners, target locks. Her lead gunner hesitated. Spines quivered. Commander, the Deathworlder. He's out there. Core's eyes snapped to the outer feed. Human Warden Sergeant Halden Crow jetted alone across the gantry. His suit's thrusters burned steady, tool harness clinked against his chest plate. Pirates closed in, lasers grazing his path. Override, Core barked. Hold fire. All batteries cold until he's clear. The gunner flinched. But ma'am, they're in kill range. Crow's voice cut through comms, flat as hull plating. Cover assigned. Charges set in 30. Don't twitch. Core gripped her armrests. Her flotilla drifted crippled in the Dark Zone's grip. The anomaly warped space itself, lethal tides pulling them toward the beast's maw. Pirates exploited the chaos, silhouettes flickering on sensors like hungry ghosts. Humans had answered her distress ping. Now one walked into their nest. She overrode the gunner manually, safety locks engaged. Her crew stared, whispers rippled. Deathworlders, monsters from Earth, the planet that devoured its own. Crow reached the gantry's end. A ruptured corridor vented atmosphere. Pirate drones buzzed closer. He mag-clamped one boot, unspooled guided charges from his belt. Planted them precise. Laser fire sparked off his shields. 10 seconds, Crow said. No panic. No boasts. Core's spines locked rigid. One human against a swarm. Her training screamed abort. Protocol demanded retreat, but retreat fed the beast. Hatchling Cadet Rel Numa hovered at her side, the young officer's recording orb word. Commander, permission to capture feed? Denied, Core snapped, then softer. Approved. Wide angle. Pirate cutter loomed, its guns glowed hot. Crow finished the last charge. Jetted back. Thrusters flared. Incoming! Her sensor tech yelled. Core's claw hovered over the override. Trust the Deathworlder, or gun them down and risk him. Hold, she ordered, voice steel. The cutter fired. Beams lanced past Crow. He rolled mid-void, clamped to the hull. Returned fire. 3 precise bursts. Pirate drone shattered. Crew gasped. Rel's orb zoomed. Crow hit the airlock. Charges live. Collapse in 5. Sato, your window. Chief Engineer Sato Mirek's voice responded from the lead salvage tug. Calm. Methodical. Copy. Capacitor bank charging. Flotilla. Match vector on my mark. Core punched the all-ship. Helm. Align with human lead. Full thrust when he says. Pirates regrouped. 5 cutters now. They vectored for the kill. Sato's tug detached couplers. Massive capacitor arrays hummed on external feeds. Human tech. Raw power. No finesse. Deathworld salvage gear. Built for worlds that fought back. 3. Crow counted from inside. Core watched the gantry feed. Charges blinked green. 2. Pirates locked weapons. 1. Detonate. Space folded. Guided charges ripped the corridor apart. Not an explosion. A collapse. Warped space. Imploded inward. Pirate cutters tumbled into the breach. Silhouettes scattered like debris. Rel's orb caught it all. Dark hulls twisting, vanishing into the human-made singularity wake. Core's bridge erupted in stunned silence, then cheers. Earned. Sharp. Enemy flank broken. Sensors confirmed. They're scattering. Rel beamed. Public drop ready, Commander. Title, Deathworlder Lever. Not yet, Core said, eyes on the main viewer. The beast loomed ahead. Anomaly core, tendrils of warped gravity lashing out. Dark zone, hungry. Flotilla still drifted toward it. Sato's voice sliced in. Wake stable. Capacitor surge in 10. Flotilla. Lock tractors to my tug. We're punching through. Core nodded. All ships comply. Tractors hot. Her helm officer hesitated. Into the blast wake? Human wake? Into victory, Core said. She felt it now. Trust locked. Humans turned terror into tools. Tractors engaged. Sato's tug strained. Capacitor banks glowed white-hot. Energy flooded the drives. Surge, Sato announced. The wake hit. Flotilla lurched. Hulls groaned under tidal forces. Alarms wailed. Structural warnings. Compensate! Core yelled. Engineers scrambled. Sato welded reinforcements mid-pull. Sparks flew on his external cam. Reroute live. Hold pattern. Pirate remnants fired wild shots. Crow's voice barked from security feeds. Perimeter hold, breaches sealed. Core glanced at auxiliary. Human Dr. Iri Vale darted through medbays, stabilizing her injured crew. Alien physiologies. Unfamiliar. Yet her triage drone scanned, injected, clamped wounds. Methodical. No waste. Stable, Vale reported over open calm. Next bay. Crew straightened. Fear thawed. The beast struck. A gravity tendril lashed out. Caught the trailing frigate. Ship spun wild. Full commit. Core ordered. Follow the Deathworlders. Flotilla surged. Sato dragged them harder. Capacitor whine peaked. They plunged into the maw's heart. Sensors maxed. Void howled. Human tugs punched back. Faster, unfazed. Rel's orb captured the bloom. Human shockwave rippling. Beast recoiled. Tendrils retracted. Earth heavies closed from afar. Massive dreadnoughts, but too slow for the kill. Core's flotilla emerged first. Intact. Tractors locked. Not to seize, but escort. Admiral's hail lit her console. Clear skies, Commander Core. Protocols evolved. Core unflexed her spines. Crew cheered. Quiet. Raw. Sensors cleared. Dark zone quieted behind them. Sato wiped hands on his suit. External cam caught it. Checklist done. What's next? Rel grinned. Public drop. Humans pull through. Core nodded. Transmit. Galaxy sees. Flotilla boosted home. Partners forged. But pings whispered. More shadows stirred on the edge. Humans shrugged. Tools ready. Core smiled. Spines easing. Ready to. Deeper scans pinged again. Pirate signatures? No. Worse. Dark zone ejections. New anomalies birthing. Crow strode onto her bridge. Unhelmeted. Scarred face calm. Warden Sergeant reporting. Perimeter secure. Core stood. Met his eyes. You walked their range alone. He shrugged. Tool belt clinked. Standard op. Gantry collapse buys time. Her gunners stared. The one she'd overridden saluted him. Rel uploaded the feed. Views spiked already. Comments flooded. Monsters? No. Partners. Sato joined, via holo. Flotilla integrity 98%. Minor patches. Vale appeared beside him. Casualties minimal. Your med protocols saved 4. Core absorbed it. Humans competent, humble. Turned battlefield into lever. New ping escalated. Shadow fleet inbound. Dark zone spawn. Hybrids pirates fused with anomaly tech. Battle stations, Core ordered. Crow checked his harness. Charges reloaded. Sato nodded. Capacitors recharged. Vale prepped triage kits. Rel's orb word. Recording live. Core faced the threat. No fear. Checklists ready. Deathworlders, she said. Lead on. They moved as one. Flotilla turned. Humans blurred the line again. Shadows scattered before they fired. Never anger them. They rewrite rules. But this time, Core led the charge. Alien steel. Human fire. Galaxy thawed. Alarms peaked. Lead shadow hybrid lunged. Tendrils grafted to hulls. Crow jetted out first. Gantry 2, same play. Core overrode nothing. Gunners waited her mark. Fire on his clear, she commanded. Beams lanced, precise. Crow planted charges untouched. Sato surged capacitors. Wake collapsed the hybrid swarm. Rel captured silhouettes fleeing. Feed viral. Reframe complete. They punched clear. Heavies arrived to mop remnants. Home vector locked. Core exhaled. Trust earned. Capability raw. Sato's voice closed. Next checklist. Drinks, Crow said. First humor. Crew laughed. Bridge alive. Shadows gone. For now. Galaxy watched. Fear froze no more. Humans pulled through. Aliens' Core's claw slammed the holoseal. The rescue compact glowed green across the bridge feeds. Unrestricted access granted.
Full repair authority to your teams.
Sato nodded from the engineering alcove, tool belt slung low. No salute, no fanfare. Appreciated, Commander. We'll start with hull integrity scans. Her flotilla hung in the void. Anomaly tendrils retracted. Minimal drift. Humans had jury-rigged the stabilizers mid-fight. Core's spines tingled. By-the-book protocol demanded quarantine for Deathworlders. But shadows still smoldered on scopes. Trust bridged the gap. Crow leaned against the bulkhead. Rifle mags refreshed. Perimeter secure. No hybrid pings. Vale packed her triage kit beside him. Last patient stable. Your crew's vitals hold. Rel buzzed forward, orb camera whirring. Commander, incident log complete. Council feed access? Core eyed the cadet, sharp instincts. Recorded every human fix. Transmit under my code. Full unredacted. Rel's lights flared green. Data surged out. Flotilla chatter spiked. Uploading now. Sato approached. Palm extended. A pouch clinked. Your crew tags, salvaged from the shadow wrecks. Core snatched it. Identichips gleamed. 23 recovered. From the hybrid's gutted prizes. Her gunners had mourned them lost. You pulled these mid-battle? Standard salvage. Sato shrugged. No payment needed. Just reimburse parts from your stores. Her engineer hissed. Deathworlder custom? We pay triple for such risks. Sato's eyes crinkled. Checklists don't bill by danger. We fix. You fly. Core clipped the pouch to her harness. Weight grounded her. Humans turned salvage into ceremony. No boasts. Competence carved deeper than pride. Alarms chirped. Heavies inbound. Council enforcers. Core straightened. Form up. Standard docking. Crow jetted to the airlock first. I'll greet them. Keep it smooth. Vale followed. Medbay prepped for their scans. Sato vanished into the vents. Tools echoed. Rel hovered close. Commander, feeds exploding. Deathworlders devour flotilla. Trending. Core's mandibles clicked. Galaxy's fear machine churned. Her log would counter it. Docking clamps thudded. Enforcer Captain Lirak strode in, flanked by drones. Armored, scanners swept. Commander Core. Anomaly breach confirmed. Deathworlder involvement. Core met his gaze. Confirmed, humans responded. Flotilla intact. Lirak's vents flared. Response. Protocol quarantines them. Protocol failed. Core tapped the compact hollow. They cleared shadows. Repaired core drive. Returned our dead. Drones hummed. Lirak scanned the pouch. Salvaged? From hybrids? Sato emerged, wiping grease. Logged and verified. Your protocols match ours on chain of custody. Lirak recoiled. Human proximity triggered his fear glands. You? Interfaced with anomaly tech? Routine. Sato held up a twisted tendril sample. Containment sealed. Analysis for your labs. Crow stepped forward. Hands open. No threats. We de-escalated. Your commander's lead. Lirak's drones pinged clean. He exhaled vents. Log review mandatory. Rel's feed overlay bloomed. Battle clips played. Crow jetting charges. Sato surging power. Vale stabilizing bleeders. Core's orders synced perfect. Lirak froze. This. Reframes. Core seized the moment. Transmit fleet-wide. Reclassify. Humans from Death World threat to crisis response ally. Her voice boomed on open channels. Bridge crew stiffened. Galaxy feeds latched. Rel pulsed. Viral spike. Reframe trending. Sato handed Lirak the sample. Partners shared data. Vale nodded to alien medics. Joint triage next time. Crow clapped a junior gunner's shoulder. Gentle. Good shooting. Synced perfect. Lirak signed the handoff. Council will review. But evidence compels. Drones retracted. Heavies escorted the flotilla homeward. Core watched scopes clear. Trust solidified. Humans blurred lines. Dangerous, yes. But precise. Bridge hatchlings clustered Rel. Cadet, your angles. Legendary. Rel beamed. They're normal. Our upgrade. Sato returned, belt heavier with alien parts. Reimbursed? Core waved a crate. Take double. Earned. He loaded without argument. Fair trade. Crow lounged. Drinks later? Your synth ale? Laughter rippled. First cross-species jest. Vale approached Core privately. Your crew's resilient. Alien biology bends under stress. Ours adapts. Core tilted head. Deathworld gift? Deathworld gift. Practice. Vale smiled. Checklists save lives. Rel pinged urgent. Commander. Council override. Live interview. Galaxy-wide. Core faced the holocam. Billions tuned. Fearmongers primed for monster tales. Commander Veyra Core, the anchor intoned. Flotilla breached Dark Zone. Deathworlders aboard. Survival? Core leaned in. Humans rescued us. Gasps echoed feeds. Details? Anchor pressed. Goddess 7-0. Shadows inbound. Hybrids fused with anomaly. Crippled drive. Core projected clips. Chief Sato recharged capacitors. Crow planted charges. Veil triaged. I commanded. Anchor's vents wheezed. You trusted them? Granted access. They delivered. Core held up a tag. Returned our dead. Refused payment. Feeds exploded. Human allies surged. But Deathworlders, predators. Core's spines locked. Predators chase. These fixed. Collaborated. She tapped the reclassification. Filed official. Crisis response allies. Manual attached. Protocols synced. Rel overlaid the log. Step by step. Human checklists meshed alien grids. Shadow defeat blueprint. Anchor stammered. Warning issued. No. Core's voice steel. Survival guide. Galaxy freezes in fear. Humans checklist through. Views peaked. Reframe locked. Sato murmured off-cam. Next anomaly? Crow grinned. We lead. Veil prepped kits. Rel archived. Core exhaled. Flotilla hummed home. Heavies flanked tight. Galaxy thawed. One log at a time, but scopes pinged faint. New shadow signatures. Deeper zone. Core gripped console. Battle stations. Sato's tools clinked ready. Crow harnessed. Veil nodded. Rel word live. Recording sequel. Humans blurred lines again. Core charged first. Alien steel. Human fire. Checklists eternal. Weeks later, council chambers thrummed. Core stood podium. Holologs spun. Delegate hissed. Deathworlder access. Reckless. Core activated Rel's master cut. Flotilla turnaround. Shadow route. Tags returned. Silence fell. Sato's voice echoed. Routine maintenance. Crows. Perimeter secure. Veils. Stable. Delegate vents cycled. Reclassify? Core nodded. Allied protocol. Train joint teams. Votes flipped. Motion passed. Rel beamed from observer booth. First hatchling win. Sato weighted docks. Parts reimbursed. Core tossed crate. Lifetime supply. He laughed. Rare human rumble. Deal. Crow saluted lax. Call anytime. Veil shared med packs. Hybrids evolve. Prep together. Galaxy feeds shifted. Deathworld partners viral. Fear manuals burned. Survival checklists rose. Core's flotilla patrolled anew. Humans embedded. Shadows scattered. Never anger them. They rewrite rules. But anger none.